I've just about said everything about photography that I've wanted to say. You know, when I first started YouTube, I was really passionate about sharing my expertise in photography because I come from a design and a visual communication background, which gave me a very unique way of teaching photography some 5+ years ago. You know, I got a lot of love for my visual pattern series and talking about visual language and vision in a way that people just weren't doing at the time. And I felt good about doing it. But, you know, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you'll know that I love to mix things up. You know, variety is the spice of life and true creativity is never static. And you would have seen me try my hand at a great many things, you know, podcasts, vlogs, visual essays, more philosophical discussions, gear, of course, and other things. But that's because I need to do different things to remain creatively stimulated. But the constant has always been photography. And I think now is a great time to move away from that slightly. And it's not because I don't love photography anymore. That's most certainly not the case. But I just feel less fulfilled teaching it now more than ever. You know, the market for photography content on YouTube is so saturated, and especially now that every man and his dog wants to become a YouTuber as a profession, it's there's a lot of people. So in thinking about what to do next, I've decided to change my mission a little bit. It's still about creativity, it's still about being a creative person, but now it's about creative freedom and helping creatives go full-time and build a life that they love. And so I built a new channel, and it is called Creative Freedom. You know, over the last 20 or so years, I've been really lucky to have worked in almost every scenario you could ever think of as a creative. You know, startups, agencies, corporate enterprise, managing people, going it alone, being part-time, being full-time, consulting, freelance, working with the biggest brands, medium brands, small brands, commercial, personal. I've created 4 of my own businesses, 4 times, and I've worked on other businesses and so on. And this is what I want to teach as a new direction for my work on this new channel. It's all the things you need to be confident enough to make the leap to what you want to do full time as a creative person, and guiding you through all of the different paths in which to get there. Now, before you say, but Pat, what about this channel? Will you still continue to do content? Don't just throw away all of those years of work and never post again. And for that, I would say I hear you. And yes, I will still be doing occasional photography related content on this channel, but let me teach you something about YouTube. Advice that I wish I took many years ago, and this advice will probably exist in some form or another on the new channel. Silo your audiences. You know, when thinking about new subjects, even if it's slightly tangential to what you're currently talking about, make a new channel for it, please. You know, I made a huge mistake trying to put podcasts about creativity, creative entrepreneurship, Japan photography vlogs, and photography education all together. Sure, they're all about photography and creativity and they're kind of related, but they're all very different audiences. You know, I shouldn't have accepted the advice other YouTubers told me about putting it all on one channel, because all of these different audience types are mashing together on the one channel. And then you end up with a confused audience who wants different things, and you'll never please all of them at the same time, and you'll never please any of them in that vein. And that will kill the algorithm for your channel, and you'll have to spend a significant amount of time trying to fix it, like I'm trying to do right now with this one. So yes, I will still try fixing this channel, don't worry about it. After all, you know, photography education is still a very large part of my creative business, so it would be stupid for me to let it go. But my main focus now is on helping creatives go full-time, creating a life they love living, doing things that they love doing. So if that sounds like content that you can get behind, then I would really, really appreciate it if you head over to the Creative Freedom channel and subscribe, but only if you are dead serious about leveling up your craft and then eventually making a career out of it. All right, I'll see you in the next video, perhaps in 2 weeks or so. But until then, get out there and make something that matters, because that's what I'll be doing. All right, peace.